and the Eight of Swords, and the Six of Swords. So with these three cards, it's this whole story right here, no matter what the relationship is, whether it's romantic, friendship, or family, is you have to let go. There's somebody who is not healthy for you, and you have to let go. And it might not even be that they're not healthy for you. It's just not what you need. And it's not helping you move into the right direction of your future. It's hard to see it, though. It's hard to see it because you feel mentally tied to them. Like your mind is telling you, well, this is a good match. You know, they will create a house for you. They will make sure that you have health insurance. They will, you know, do all of these things for you. But then there's this all-knowing within you that's, but there's more. But there's more. So if it is a financial tie, if it is that like a stability, I understand. I've got a lot of Virgo in my chart, and I love stability, and I love to know where everything is and where it's going, and that all the checks and balances, you know. But if there's that little message within your heart, within your soul saying there's more, but wait, there's more, and it's time for you to move on, you might want to explore that and see where that's coming from. Because these cards are really saying you're not seeing the full picture. Your future, you're not seeing what your future truly could be. And it is actually time to move on. And especially with this 10 of Swords here, I really feel that there's a majority of you Sagittarians who are holding on to someone, and it's time to let them go. All right, so then in career, we have the Five of Cups reversed. We have the Awakening. And then we have the Page of Discs reversed. So this it's interesting here because with the Awakening, the Awakening is also judgment. So it's like you get what you deserve in a way, but it's also an opening, a heralding to the future, a heralding to choices you've made that have been right and just. And so you finally, you know, get what you deserve, you know, that you've been working so hard on. However, with the Five of Cups reverse and then the Page of Discs reverse, what we're dealing with here is maybe some dishonesty, some disloyalty, and some disrespect that has been going on. And it could be definitely towards you from an earth sign, so like a Virgo, a Taurus, a Capricorn energy. And they're finally getting found out, you know? They're finally getting found out what they've been doing. And, you know, that they've been, in a way, speaking illy of you because they feel gross themselves. And they feel like there's no other way for them to move up in position with you there. Okay? So the Awakening is they're gonna get found out about that. The truth will come out. So that's a definite benefit for you because, you know, they've been kind of going behind your back. However, this could also be you. So Sagittarius, make sure that you are living up to your full potential, being just, being honest, being loyal, and being respectful. And when I say loyal, I don't necessarily mean to the job, although if you love your job and you believe in it, stay loyal to it. But I'm speaking of a deeper loyalty to your spirit, to your own personal truth. And if you're not, the universe will come and smack you and make sure you get back on the right road. So with career, just be... It's really important in June to dot your I's, cross your T's, and do everything with utmost respect and honesty. Because if you don't, that one little mistake you make might come back and bite you. All right, with abundance, we have the Tower reversed, and the Guide, and then the Seven of Cups reversed. All right, so this is also, I mean, all of this really spawns from this energy here of letting go and moving on to something new. The Tower reversed is a more gentle tower, instead of it just crumbling to the ground in like a whirlwind surprise. You knew this was going to happen. You knew this was coming. This change, this shift. That is, it can be big, but you knew it. You knew it was there. This is not out of the blue. This has been percolating. And the thing about it, though, is having the Hermit there, is the Hermit has been trying to warn you for some time to look within and giving you clues and little hints to what's going on. Whether you've been listening to those or not, I don't know, Sagittarius. But with the Seven of Cups too, it's kind of like the universe is saying, you left us no choice but to do this. You weren't listening. You didn't hear us when we gave you very clear choices, and you chose none of them. So now you have to reflect on yourself, reflect on what has happened, and choose different. Because now the things that have happened that may have really kind of gone awry, kind of run amok, are crumbling, which is actually beautiful, because that's why we have the Ace of Wands. The Hermit is going to shine the light on what you need. It's going to shine the light on who you are and where you need to go, and you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it, Sagittarius. Like Wands, that's fire sign. That's you. You're going to feel alive again in June. You're going to feel like, yes, I know, I have this inkling. I just call it a hunch. I've got this. And so that is a beautiful, beautiful seed to plant and let grow. So all of these shifts that's happening within abundance, it could be financial, but I really think that it's, for some of you, it will be financial. And you might lose your job, or you might get, a pay cut, or you might not get that client you wanted. But it's all in a grander scheme of things. Like you need to think bigger than just that one thing, which Sagittarius, you can do that anyways. You're so good at that. But go within and see the beauty of your soul and listen to that hunch. And when you do look at mind, body, soul connection, we have the 10 of discs. So true contentment, true happiness, feeling secure. And then the interesting thing is the 2 of Cups reversed and the 8 of Wands reversed. So with these two cards hitting the 10 of discs, I'm going to say, and it's actually quite clear, is that you have to let go of this relationship. You have to let go of a contract. It is taking away choices from you so that you can truly find your happiness. There is something that is just you're tied to. You have that thread, and it's with somebody or it's with a job. But I feel like if it's career or job related, then it still has to do with someone in that job. You have to let go of that contract to find your happiness. Yep, okay. So let's call on the angels for some added guidance. Visualize success. Perfect. See yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. I don't really have to say anything more to that. That's perfect. Visualize success, Sagittarius. I'll read it to you one more time. See yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in the positive outcome. And I'll just put this card right next to it. 10 of Pentacles. Okay? Your joy, your hope, your future, your abundance. It's right there. Visualize it.
All right.
So yeah, having the moon in the center is, that is in tarot. It's ruled by Pisces, but in astrology, the moon is Cancer. Both water signs, both really poignant, very psychic, very intelligent when it comes to emotional and spiritual endeavors, and it's out of whack. So it feels like you can't control what's going on in your heart, in your mind, in your body, because you seem completely spiritually out of whack, emotionally out of whack. So Sagittarius, you could be crying a lot more, you could be angry a lot more, you could be anxious, just jittery, which, it's not like you, and you don't know what to do with it. And I think the reason why you feel this way is because you had been lied to in a relationship. A lot of you, it's a love relationship. Some of you, it's friend. But you have just went through kind of a nasty breakup of sorts, a nasty shift of energy that had to happen because somebody was lying, somebody wasn't telling the truth, and taking from you. It's a third, oftentimes it includes a third party that kind of helps manifest this pain. But you're coming out of it because it's in reverse, so the swords are sliding out, and you're starting to heal. But the healing process is a little sticky for you right now, and it's hard to keep with the ebb and flow of life. It seems just daunting, in a way, to just keep putting your feet in front of one another. But you have to. Your balance is right there. Your balance is right there. We have the Tower reverse, and this is in career. So there's something shifting in career, in your work, but you knew about it. This isn't something new. This has been already shown to you, and you knew it was bound to happen. You might not have known when it was going to happen. But remember, the Tower only falls when you don't have a good foundation, when you don't have a solid space. The Tower needs to be rebuilt. It is no longer in the architecture, in the shape that you need now. It's not serving its purpose to you. So this career, this job, this project that you were working on that may fall apart at the end of June, you knew it was going to happen, and it needed to happen. It needed to happen, I think, because it was holding back, like, this situation. Definitely, I feel is linked to the Seven of Cups reversed. There are some choices out there that are really strong for you, but you can't see them. You can't even fathom them because of all the work that you're putting into this job that is falling apart. So you can't see what's out there, the road that you really need to be taking, because your head is down and you're working so hard. Your head is also down because you're coming out of a relationship that was difficult and trying on you. And possibly this relationship has to do with work. Maybe it was a coworker that you were with. Maybe it was, your boss. It could have been, somebody that you have become really close with at work, and now it's all falling apart. Because these two linked together definitely does feel like they are synced together. Then we have the King of Swords, and this is reversed, and this is in abundance. Once again, the King of Swords is, not in its highest of energy. And here we have the sword energy showing up. Sword energy is air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But they're kind of taken from you. They're sucking from you. The King of Swords in reverse could be verbally abusive. It's when people are trying to take away your truth and keep you down, saying you're crazy, saying you don't know what you're saying, lying and telling you, I never said that. You're insane. What's wrong with you? Oh, it's called gaslighting. Yes, gaslighting. So the King of Swords in reverse is a king of gaslighting, trying to make you question your values, question what you believe, question who you are. And this is in abundance, so they're doing it in a way that is taking away from you. So they can be doing it emotionally, saying, how could you believe that? How could you feel that? That is so immature. That's so stupid. And it could also be them taking away money or making you feel guilty about how you are spending it. You're going to buy that? Can you really afford that? That seems really immature. That seems like a really bad idea. I think you're crazy for doing that, So be careful of this person who's kind of sucking you dry by trying to make you question things you know to be right in your life. You know they're right, facepalm them, push them away, and move on. But here, Sagittarius, let's celebrate mind, body, soul connection. So if you, need a breather, you need to have some fun, you need to laugh and have some joy, do it. Go to a yoga class and then go have a beer. Go to the park, play volleyball, and then go soak in the river. But celebrate. It'll kind of break the monotony of everything that's going on with this Tower and this Three of Swords. Spirit really says you've got friends have your back. You do have a tribe, and they are ready to support you and hold space for you and make you laugh. So that's wonderful. Even though you are just coming out of some heavy things, there's a lot of laughter. Three of Cups. His friends got your back. Alright, so let's do the Noanafu deck for some added guidance. Pure Dream. Oh, so good. Alright, let me pull it from the book. I hope you guys like my new mic. I got a new mic. Hope it sounds better. Pure Dream. Follow your intuition, your dreams, and the things that really matter to you. This is about developing your spiritual side and your imagination. Dream big and let yourself envision big ideas. Don't fear them or downgrade them. Think about the question with an open mind. Connect to your inner child and be naive. So always have a beginner's mind when you're doing something. Think of it from the first time that you learned it. When you just learned to ride a bike, when you just learned about tarot, when you just learned how to tie your shoes, how to just learn to drive. All of those things, you were so in it, and every nerve in your body was trying to master it. So use that idea to manifest your dreams. Every time you are manifesting something you want, use every nerve like it's the first time you've asked for it. Like it's the first thing that you have ever wanted. That it's the beginning of your life.